If you think that the ridicule and mockery of Donald Trump following his debate performance on Tuesday evening was just limited to within the borders of the United States, then you've got another thing coming. Because apparently, this is now an international mockery that we are seeing of Donald Trump. And here's how this started. In the debate, Donald Trump, while they were talking about, he accused her of wanting to ban fracking, which she does not support anymore. He mentioned that Germany had banned fracking and they were going to renewable energy and that it was so bad for Germany, they ended up having to go back to fossil fuels. Here's what he said. Germany tried that, and within 1 year, they were back to building normal energy plants. So he's like, Germany tried to go the renewable route and it failed for them. So now they're building new coal plants, he says. Well, Germany did not like this. And a spokesperson for the German government came out and said this. I didn't know what the presidential candidate meant by this. Okay, simple enough comment. But then the German Foreign Ministry got on their official Twitter account and said this. Like it or not, Germany's energy system is fully operational with more than 50% renewables. And we are shutting down, not building, coal and nuclear plants. Coal will be off the grid by 2038 at the latest. So they not only debunked his lie, but then at the end of that post on Twitter, they said this. We also don't eat cats and dogs. We also don't eat cats and dogs. So Donald Trump's idiotic and repeatedly debunked claim that Haitian migrants in Ohio were eating cats and dogs is now being mocked on a global scale. And if you don't understand why that's a problem for the United States, then let me spell it out for you very clearly. We, as a country, are dependent upon many other countries. We're dependent on them for sharing intelligence about potential threats. We are dependent upon them for things like trade and economic issues. We're dependent upon them for, all sorts of military issues beyond just intelligence and threat assessment. We need other countries and they need us. And when those leaders in those countries, are looking at the United States and laughing at us because the guy who could be the president of the United States, the guy that they would have to deal with in person on all of those very important issues, when they are mocking him and laughing at him, that doesn't bode well for the future of the United States. It doesn't bode well for our economic security, and it doesn't bode well for our national security. Because Donald Trump, when he was president, repeatedly pissed off our allies and cozied up to our enemies, North Korea, Russia, even China, that he claims to hate so much. Not saying China's necessarily an enemy, but Republicans tell us China's an enemy, yet Donald Trump was right there loving every second of it. Meanwhile, he was infuriating Great Britain. He was infuriating the European Union, Germany in particular, along with France, our friends and allies, the people we depend on, as I said. And now, with the threat of Trump coming back into the White House, they're laughing at him. But more importantly, it's not just him. They're laughing at us. They're laughing at our entire country right now because we even put this guy up as a presidential candidate. And by we, I of course mean the Republicans, but you get the point. They're laughing at you, not just him. They're laughing at you, MAGA world, because they have no respect for this man. And if he gets back in office, it is going to be a foreign policy disaster for this country because nobody outside of our borders respects him. Nobody wants to hear what he has to say. And that is going to be a disaster for this country. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.